ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। So Guruji, the teacher, gave the answer to the question that how to be free from samsara. Then the teacher says there is only way. Samsara is mithya, and mithya samsara can be removed by the jnanam of the adhishthanam of samsara, which is you. And anything else you do is only for preparing for the final solution. We are not dismissing the role of other sadhanas. We do accept puja, upasana, whatever is talked about in Shastra, all of them are required, but they are not the final solution. That teacher clarified. And he said, I have given you the final solution. You think about it. And after thinking also, if you have questions, yathecha prucha. So as you want, as many times you want, without any reservation, you ask. That is the greatness of the teacher. Yathecham, I like that expression. It says yathecham prucha. Tataha api samshaya yadi syat yathecham prucha iti guruha. Then Shishya, we hope the Shishya must have done contemplation, some deliberation he must have done. And after that he comes and asks this question. What is this? He said, first he told that what you have taught. So he is restating the teaching of the teacher. He said, you told Jagat Karanam Agdanam Tasya Agdanasya Tat Prayukta Jagataha Cha Nashaha Agdaneneva Jayate Iti Bhavad Upadishtam Samyak Avagachami. He said, Jagat Karanam is Agdanam. The Agdanam is the cause for this world, and Agdanam and Agdana Prayukta means Agdana Karya Jagat can be removed only by Gdanam. This, what you taught, I understand. But what you taught, some 3 points you taught, out of the 2 I understand. What are the 3 points you taught? Jagan Mithya, Jiva Ananda Swarupaha, Ataha Cha Sa Jivaha Brahmanaha Na Bhinna Iti Bhavata Upadishte Arthe Jagan Mithyatvam Jivasya Ananda Rupatvam Cha Avagachami. He said, out of the 3 aspects of your teaching, what are those 3? Jagan Mithya, the world is unreal. Jiva is Ananda Swarupa. Jiva is of the nature of Ananda because the dearest. And Atasya Sa Jivaha Brahmanaha Na Bhinnaha. And therefore, Jiva being Ananda Swarupa, it is not different from Brahma. Out of these 3, Jagan Mithyatvam I understood. Jivasya Ananda Swarup also I understood. But Jivaha Brahma Bhinnaha. With regard to this, iti amsham tu na avadharayami. I understand, but I am not able to be convinced. No. Understanding is one thing and conviction is different. Most of the people know yoga is good for health, but conviction is not there. Therefore, they don't end up doing it. So there is a difference between knowing and being convinced. Honesty is the best policy. People know it, but really am I convinced? Not many. Therefore, they don't follow. So he said, avagacchami kintu na avadharayami. I am not I'm not fully convinced of it. This is very honesty, intellectual honesty. Sometimes what happens, we feel very shy to tell that, see, I'm not convinced. If you are not convinced, you are not convinced. You need not feel shy about it. Like our body, some disease is there. You cannot afford to remain shy and hide. You have to tell, especially to the doctor. Others you may not tell. Similarly, with the teacher, one has to be very transparent. Means I don't understand, even very fundamental. Swamiji, you have been talking about consciousness, but exactly I don't know what this consciousness is. So many people have this, heart of the heart, that question is there. But most of the people don't end up asking. Because they think that Swamiji has been telling about consciousness since what? Since 1999 he has been talking about consciousness, and I don't know what consciousness. Nothing wrong. Swamiji, I am hearing the word, but it doesn't click. When I hear the word consciousness, it doesn't give any very clear meaning. You can ask. So it is, in fact, if you ask this question, many other people will thank you. Why? Because they also ask a question. Only thing that they did not have courage. They will, heart of the heart, they will thank you. But outside they may laugh also, to show that they are very clear. So it doesn't matter. See, in the pursuit of moksha, we cannot give so much weightage to what people are thinking. What matters is whether I am understanding or not. I have come here for understanding. If doctor, is giving some important instruction about medicine, if you have not understood, then you have to ask him again. Because he tells that this medicine has to be before food, not after food. And you got confused. Which one is before food, after food? So you have to ask again. You cannot afford to feel shy. No, I will ask somebody else. Nobody may be knowing. So Guruji, this Shishya is very honest. He said, I am not very well convinced that how I, Jiva, am one with Brahman. Swamiji, I am consciousness, I am understanding. And I consciousness am asangaha. I am pervading this body. All these things I am able to understand. I can meditate. But I consciousness am the Jagad Adhishthanam Brahma. That is Swamiji too much. I don't feel that I can be the truth of the entire world. If you tell me I am the truth of this individual, yes, I think I am truth. That also I think. But I am the truth of the entire world is very difficult. Because we have been having this orientation of dasoham. From dasoham to soham is a very big jump. And therefore this remains. The Jiva Brahma Aikya, people say they have understood, but getting convinced and my life reflects that understanding, it takes some time. And nothing wrong, let it take time. But that needs to happen. Okay. Tayoho Bheda Shanka Eva Me Manasi Parivartate. There is a doubt regarding that difference alone comes to my mind again. Means I always get a doubt that whether really difference is there or not, non-difference is there. Means non-difference is the truth or difference is the truth. That doubt keeps coming. Iti tattva drashtihi pruchhati. Then he himself gives the clarification of his question. Why do I think that Jiva and Brahma cannot be one? He gives two bases. One is Swarupa Bhedat Vastu Bhedaha. Jiva and Brahma had different Swarupa, and therefore Jiva and Brahma cannot be one. Jiva is Brahmana Bhinnaha. Swarupa Bhedat. Yatha Agni Vayoho. Agni and Vayu are Vayavagniyoho. So different, they are different, their Swarupa is different, therefore the entity should be different. And thus, the first basis of the doubt is that Jiva and Brahma Swarupa are different, therefore Jiva and Brahma should be different. And how that Swarupa is different, he told, one is that Jiva, I am Punya Papa Karta, and I am going to be Bhokta. And they say, I have to pay for whatever I have done, I have to pay for it. So, Bhokta I am, and the entire world is appearing in front of me. How can I say I am non-dual? And I am having this ignorance of the true nature of Brahman, and therefore I am a sadhaka, I am fraught with ignorance, and I am a jignasu. Whereas Brahman doesn't have punya papa, I have punya papa. Brahman is not a bhokta, I am a bhokta. For Brahman there is no duality, because you are saying Brahman is non-dual, whereas I am seeing very much duality. And Brahman doesn't have jignasa. Brahman doesn't have ajnanam, Brahman doesn't have jignasa. Whereas I have ajnanam, I have jignasa. Therefore, my Swarupa and Jiva Swarupa, my Lakshana and Jiva Lakshana are different. Therefore, Lakshana Bhedat, Lakshya Bheda. And then, this particular doubt, Granthakara said, is called Prameyagata Samshaya. Two types of samshayas are there, Prameyagata and Pramanagata. Prameyagata Samshaya, Gata means related to. The doubt related to Prameya, the main subject matter of Vedanta. And main subject matter of Vedanta is Jiva Brahma Aikya. So Jiva Brahma Aikya related doubt. And what is the nature of that doubt? Whether Jiva Brahmanoho Aikyam Sambhavati Nava. This type of doubt is called Prameyagata Samshaya. Jiva Brahmanoho Abhedaha Sambhavati Nava. Not Bheda. Abhedaha Sambhavati Nava. That is called Prameyagata Samshaya. Why it is called Prameyagata? Because that is the Prameya, subject matter of Shastra. Shastrasya yaha Prameyaha Vishayaha Tad Vishayakatvat Samshaya Prameyagata Samshaya. So since it is related to the main subject matter of Shastra, therefore this doubt is called Prameyagata. And other doubt is called Pramanagata Samshaya, which is presented in the 171 Avarta. Pramanagata Samshaya means what? Pramana related doubt. And Pramana related doubt means Pramana Tatparya related doubt. Shruti Pramanam Tatparyataha Abhedam Vakti Nava. That type of doubt is called Pramanagata Samshaya. In English, the Shruti, which is a Pramanam, Shruti Pramanam, whether Shruti intends to convey non-duality or not as its final message. As its final message, whether Shruti wants to convey non-duality or not, or Shruti wants to convey non-duality or duality. Shruti is a Pramanam, and as Pramanam, what Shruti wants to convey as a final message, Bheda or Abheda, that type of doubt is called Pramanagata Samshaya. Shruti Rupa Pramanam Bhedam Vakti Abhedam Va Iti Samshaya Pramanagata Samshaya. That type of doubt is called Pramanagata Samshaya. And we connect this sadhana with these two types of doubt. Pramanagata Samshaya Nivrittihi Shravanena Bhavati. So Shravana is meant for removing Pramanagata Samshaya. Means understanding what is the vision of Shastra about me. What does Shastra reveal? So you analyze different Vakyas, you employ the Shadlinga, Upakrama Abhyaso Purvata Phalam Arthavadopapatti Cha Lingam Tatparya Nirnaya. So these 6 lingas you employ and you understand what? Tat tu Samanvayat. That Advitiya Brahma, Atma Bhinna Brahma is the Tatparya Vishaya of all the Vedanta Vakyas. Samanvayat means they have got convergence in this subject matter. Having this conviction that Shruti doesn't have Tatparyam in anything else, whichever Shruti Vakya you bring, I am able to give the place, proper place to every Shruti Vakya. Means I am not affected or I am not frightened by this Dvaita Pratipadaka Shruti. The Shruti which seems to talk about Dvaita, it doesn't create any shivering in me. If you have not understood that, oh, somebody will bring this Vakya, what will I say? Dvasuparna Savija Sakha. So what will I say? And we have so much description that Jiva is doing Upasana and all this. Ishvara is presented as a Karma Phala Data. The Jiva is presented as the Karma Phala, the Prapta. So he is the one who is receiving. He is at the receiving end. Jiva is always at the receiving end. And Ishvara is the giver. So all those Shrutis will not disturb me when I have got conviction that Tatparyam of all the Shruti Vakyas is Jiva Brahma Eki. So when that conviction comes, your Shravanam is complete. People ask this question, now, how many years Swamiji I have to do Shravanam? 1 year course, 3 year course, 5 year course? There is no fixed course for this. When you are convinced very well, not simply make believe, Swamiji, since you are telling that Shruti Tatparyam is Brahmaikyam only, therefore it must be like that. I have no doubt. I trust you, Swamiji. That is not enough. You yourself should see with reference to some Upanishads and how it is arrived at. Then only your Shravanam is complete. When I am fully convinced that all the Shruti Vakyas, Sarve Vedaha Yat Padama Mananti, Shruti, all the Shruti Vakyas are pointing out this alone. Vedescha Sarvehi Ahameva Vedyaha, Pratyaka Bhinna Paramatma alone is Vedyaha. That conviction has come. Then my Shravanam is complete. So Pramana Gata Samshaya Nivrittihi Shravanasya Phalam. And Prameya Gata Samshaya is Mananasya Phalam. So Mananam is for removing this Prameya Gata Samshaya. How can it be so? How can it be so? So many doubts will come based on my own experience. So many doubts based on the philosophy of others, and also the logical contradiction. So all those things are brought, and one gets this conviction that Jiva is Brahman. I, who am considered to be Jiva, am really Brahman. Whatever be the objection, I am able to remain convinced without any deviation that, oh, if this doubt comes, what will happen? If this person has understood the truth in such a manner that any doubt comes, he is able to put it in a proper place. If somebody says, Swamiji, if I am Brahma, then why this prayer to Ishvara? Prayer to Ishvara, even Jnani seems to be doing. Therefore, Swamiji, Bheda alone is right. They say Abheda, but I think when they are in trouble, they go to Bheda only. Somebody says this. He says, Swamiji, when everything is going well, no, the Advaita is right. When I am in trouble, Dvaita is right. So that is not conviction. Even when there is crisis, there is no deviation from this. Achyutaha remains. Then this mananam is complete. when you do not have doubt regarding the Prameya, Jiva Brahma Aikya, and Jiva Brahma Aikya means I am Brahman is a fact for me. Not that Shruti says or my Guruji says. I know I am Brahman. It is not that somebody is telling, therefore it must be right. I know for myself, I know that it is a fact. When the Jiva Brahma Aikya becomes a fact for you, not merely a statement of Shruti or the teacher, then Prameyagata Samshaya is gone, then your Mananam is complete. Then only one sadhana may be required. We don't say everybody requires. Our Vivarana Sampradaya says, Shravanena eva Jnanam. By Shravanam alone, Jnanam is there. Only if obstacles are there, you do Mananam. It's a need-based thing. Everybody doesn't require. Shravana alone gives Jnanam. But it gives for some people that Jnanam may be fraught with the Samshaya and Viparita Bhavana. Therefore, this Manana is prescribed. And by that you get conviction. But if person is a Uttamadhikari, Shravana neva Jnanam. Is a need based. Some people, whatever is served in the first time, that itself is enough. Some people require second help, some people require third help. Some people, one is enough. So Shravanam itself is enough. Or some people, Mananam is enough. But 99.99% of people require Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana. Very, very exceptional cases don't require Manana and Nididhyasana. In fact, many people are not even capable of doing Nididhyasana. Where is the question of not requiring Nididhyasana? Not requiring this is much higher. Being capable of doing Nididhyasana, not everybody is not. But there is a case where person doesn't require Nididhyasana. Alright. So Nididhyasanam is meant for what? Viparita Bhavana Nivrutti. So our understanding of these three sadhana is what? Pramanagata Samshaya Nivrutyartham Shravanam, Prameyagata Samshaya Nivrutyartham Mananam, Viparita Bhavana Nivrutyartham Nididhyasanam. So if this clarity is there, no, so we will not have conflict. Swamiji, abhi Shravan karu ke Nididhyasan karu? What should I do? Shravanam can be Nididhyasana. But you know what is for what. Alright. So here, having talked about the Prameyagata Samshaya, now Pramanagata Samshaya is talked about. Hey Swamin, Mama Samshayantaram api jayate. How? This is, I have got another doubt also. Shrutya eva vakshyamana prakarena jiva brahmanoho bhedaha pratipadyate. By Shruti alone, the bheda between Jiva and Brahma is presented. By the way, it is going to be told. And what is that? Basuparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vruksham parishasvajate tayoranyam pippalam swadvati anashnananyo abhichakashiti. In fact, Dvaitas, when they print the book, they will like to have this as a cover page. Basuparna, that is their cover page. I think one book I saw in that is there. Their cover page. That is, the bread and butter for them. Vasuparna Sayuja Sakhayo. Then he gave the meaning. Buddhi rupe ekasmin vrukshe dvo pakshinau vasataha. Here he says buddhi. Generally in the Bhashyam and all we say is a shariram. On one tree, on one branch, which is the simile for the body. So in the body, which is like a branch of the tree, this Jivatma and Paramatma are sitting. Vasataha. And they are Samana Swabhava. Both of them are conscious being. Samana Swabhava means Chaitanya Swabhava. Tatra ekaha karma phala bhokta aparaha shuddhaha bhogarahita asangasan karma phala bhoktaram prakashayati. Out of these two, one is karma phala bhokta, is the experiencer of karma phala, pippalam swaduvati. Whereas the other one, remaining pure bhogarahita without any experience of the result of karma, asangaha, free from any relationship. Karma phala bhoktaram prakashayati. It just illumines the bhokta, the experiencer of the karma phala, jiva. And out of these two, karma phala bhokta is jiva and aparaha. Apara means the one who is illumining the karma phala bhokta is Paramatma. Iti evam. Iti cha pratiyate. In this manner, jnayate. Pratiyate means jnayate. Iti evam shrutya eva jiva brahmanoho veda pratipadanat na tayoho aikyam yuktam. So here pramanagata samshaya. The Shruti herself is talking about Bheda. Then how can there be Tatparyam of Shruti in Abheda, the non-difference between Jiva and Ishvara? That is the question. So this is the question based on the Vedanta Vakya. Now he presents Shrutartha Patti based on the Karma Kanda Vakya. Shrutartha Patti means certain conclusion drawn from the statements. That is called Shrutartha Patti. Presumption. Presumption based on the statement of Shruti, that is called Shrutartha Patti. So when we see this paragraph, it will be more clear. Kincha, moreover, Vede nana prakarani karmani upasadani cha tatra tatra kathitani. Tani nirarthakani syuhu jiva brahmanoho ekatvabhyupagame. Kincha, moreover. Moreover means what? In Vedanta itself, Jiva Ishvara Bheda is presented. Now, over and above this Vedanta Vakya presenting Jiva Ishvara Bheda, in the Karma Kanda also, we have got the message of Bheda only. What? Vede. In Veda. Some people know Bengal, they will Vede. So Bhede. So Pujit Swamiji was telling, he said, if somebody said 4 Vedas, Swamiji 4 Vedas. He said, we thought we are only 3 Vedas. Swagata Veda, Sajatiya, Vijatiya. So Vede and Bhede. So we should have Bheda for between the two. Vede in the Veda means Karma Kande. Nana Prakarani Karmani. The actions, the rituals of different types. Upasanani cha and meditations. Tatra tatra, in different Vedas, in different chapters, kathitani are presented, mentioned. In Karma Kanda, these various rituals are talked about and various meditations are talked about. And one incidental argument is that they are in majority. Karma Kanda is very huge, whereas your Vedanta is what? The Ishavasya Upanishad only 18 mantras, 19 mantras. And this Mandukya Upanishad is only 12 mantras. Whereas you see Karma Kanda, this hundreds of mantras will be there. Karma Kanda is a huge volume. Vedanta is very thin, So volume wise also, this Karma Kanda is powerful. And that Karma Kanda is suggesting Bheda, the difference between Jiva and Ishvara. Without accepting the difference between Jiva and Ishvara, this karma and upasanas are not possible. That's what he said here. Tani. Tani means karmani upasanani cha. Those rituals and the meditations, nirarthakani syuhu. They will be useless, purposeless, meaningless when brahmanoho, jiva brahmanoho ekatva abhyupagame. On acceptance of oneness between Jiva and Ishvara, all those will be useless. Karma will be useless means karma pratipadanam, the presentation, the prescription of karma will be useless, prescription of upasana also will be useless. If you accept oneness between the two, Jiva and Ishvara, then karmas are not, the karma description is useless, upasana description also is useless. So here karmani and upasanani nirarthakani means karma upasana description will be useless. How? Tatha he himself explains how. He says jiva brahmanoho ekatvam kim brahmani jiva swarupantar bhavat kim va jive brahma swarupantar bhavat. See, there is a particular orientation of understanding this oneness between Jiva and Ishvara, Jiva and Brahman. The orientation is what? Jiva is merging into Ishvara, or Ishvara is merging into Jiva. So that is what is called oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. Chalo hum ek ho jaye. Means when we say let us become one, means what? May you not have your own separate group, my separate group. Let us make one group. That is what we understand oneness. Let us stand as one. Means what? Let us not have separate groups among us. That's what we mean. So let us have this merger. In that sense alone, people generally understand oneness. And so based on that orientation, question is there. So what he says? Jiva Brahmano Ekatvam. So Purvapakshi is asking Siddhanti, what do you mean by oneness between Jiva and Brahman? Kim Brahmani Jiva Swarupantar Bhavat? So when you say oneness of Jiva and Brahma, do you mean to say that Jiva is merged into this Brahman? Means Jiva is no more there. What is there is Brahman only. This is first option. So oneness between Jiva and Brahman, does it mean that Jiva is merged into Brahman? Now Jiva is no more there, Brahman alone is there. This is what you mean by this Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Or Kimva Jive Brahma Swarupantar Bhavat Aikyam. Or Brahma Swarupa is included in Jiva. There is no Brahman. What is there is only Jiva. And therefore there is only oneness. Is it the meaning of Jiva Brahma Aikyam? So Jiva Brahma Aikyam, does it mean that Jiva is merged into Brahman or Brahman is merged into Jiva? And when the Jiva is merged into Brahman, Jiva is not there. Brahman alone is there. And or this Jive, Brahma Swarupa, then Brahman is merged into Jiva, Jiva alone is there, Brahman is not there. So it is something like, sometimes we have 5-6 bags. Then what we do, we put one bag into other bag. So similarly, Jiva bag you are putting into Brahma bag, or Brahma bag you are putting into Jiva bag. So finally it will be one with you. 2 bags were there, one. So you are putting Jiva bag into Brahma or Brahma bag into Jiva. He said, in both situations there will be a problem. Ubhaya Pasha Rajju. The rope where the both sides there will be this bondage. If you think, oh, this side there is a bondage, you go this side, that side also bondage is there. So both sides there is a noose. That is called Ubhaya Pasha Rajju. Whatever option you take, we have presented 2 options. Kuch bhi le lo. Whatever you take, you will be in trouble. So means your Jiva Brahma Aikya will be contradicted by Karma Upasana Vidhi. That's what he says. Na Ubhayatha api sambhavati. In either way or in both ways, this Jiva Brahma Aikyam is not possible. Jiva merging into Brahma or Brahma merging into Jiva, either way oneness is not possible. If you say either of the two, then Karma Upasana description will be contradicted. That's what he says. Brahmani Jiva Swarupantar Bhavabhyupagame Jivasya eva Brahma Rupatvat Karmopasanadi Adhikarya Bhavat Abhava Prasangat Karmopasanadini Nirarthakani Syuhu. He said, let us take first option. Brahmani Jiva Swarupantar Bhavabhyupagame. If there is acceptance of the inclusion of Jiva Swarupa into Brahman, means Jiva Brahma Aikya means what? That's what generally we think. That Jiva is merged into Brahman. Now Brahman only is there, Jiva is not there. So Jiva Brahma Aikya, do you mean to say that Jiva is not there, only Brahman is there? If this is what you mean, then Jivasyeva Brahma Rupatvat. Now Jiva is in the form of Brahman only. Because Jiva is merged into Brahman. Then Karmopasanadi Adhikari Abhava Prasangat. Jiva is not there. Therefore, there will be a situation. Prasanga means situation of Adhikari Abhava. The absence of the qualified person for karma and upasana. For karma and upasana, there should be a person who is qualified to do. And who is qualified? Who is a karta is qualified. And jiva alone is karta. Now jiva has already gone into Brahman. So there is nobody to do karma. You cannot say, no, Brahman will be the adhikari, because Brahman is akarta. So Brahman is akarta, therefore it cannot do action. And jiva is no more there because already merged into Brahman. So adhikari abhava prasangat. And minimum adhikaritvam means kartrutvam should be there. And that kartrutvam is only lakshana of jiva. And now jiva is no more there because of the Ekya Siddhanta. Therefore, adhikari abhava prasangat, karma upasanadini, karma upasana. And here karma upasanadi means karma upasanadi vidhanam or vidhanani nirarthakani syuhu. They will be useless. Why? Because adhikari is not there. There is we had seen the shloka. Yadi shrotarah na santi vakta kim karishyati. If shrotas are not there, what vakta will do? Like they give the example. Nagna kshapanaka deshe rajakah kim karishyati. If there is a colony of the Digambara Jain, Digambara Jain, they don't wear dress. They are called Digambara Jain. Suppose they are living one colony. In that colony, this one washerman starts his shop. Nagnakshapanaka deshe rajakaha kim karishyati. He will have no business because nobody wears clothes. If they wear clothes, then they can he will get some business. Similarly, if shrotas are not there, then what bhakta can do? Similarly, here, if karta itself is not there, then for whom this shruti will prescribe karma and upasana? So karma upasana vidhanam prescription will be useless if jiva is already merged into, jiva is not there, only Brahman is there. So jiva brahma aikya is a fact, and fact jiva brahma aikya is a fact means jiva is not there, Brahman alone is there. If jiva is not there, means karta is not there. Brahman alone is there, is akarta. Akarta Brahman is there. So Shruti cannot give Upadesha to Akarta Brahman, you do it. And therefore what? All the prescriptions regarding karma and upasana will be useless. You are prescribing something for which there is no taker. See, any product they launch, they do market survey first. That whether there are some takers, you may produce, very well you produce. But is there anybody who will take it? Nobody will take. Now if you manufacture some, cassettes, who will buy cassette? Nobody will buy. Over. Pager, pager. Earlier used to have pager, before mobile. And now people will not take. The pager stations are not there because pagers will work only when the stations are there. So you manufacture very well and 20% discount and all. Nobody will take. So Shruti will talk about karma upasana, but if jiva is not there, it will be nirarthakani syuhu. And it is very unintelligent on the part of the Lord, who is supposed to be the source of Shruti, to talk something which is not going to be listened to by anyone. Tatreva vaktavyam yatra uktam safalam bhavet. That's a very important principle of communication. Tatreva vaktavyam. There alone you should speak. Yatra uktam safalam bhavet. The people are not where your telling is useful. People are not interested, and you keep talking about Vedanta. You go to some business people and you talk to them Vedanta. They are not interested. You talk to them about share market. Then they will be interested. So otherwise not useful. Okay. Now second option. Jivecha Brahma Swarupa Antarbhava Abhyupagame Jiva Bhava Pannatvad Brahmanaha Upasya Bhava Prasanga. Second option is what? Brahman is merged into Jiva. Means Brahman is not there. Brahma Ishvara is not there. Only Jiva is there. So only Jiva is there. Then what will happen? Jivecha Brahma Swarupa Antarbhava. Antarbhava means inclusion, merger. If there is acceptance of the merger of Brahma, Ishvara into Jiva, then Brahman also is now Jiva only. Brahman is available as Jiva only. Brahmana Jiva Bhava Pannatvat. Brahman has attained the status of Jiva only. So there is no Brahman. Ishvara is not there. Therefore what? Upasya Bhava Prasangaha. Then there will be a situation of the absence of to be meditated on. Because what is to be meditated on is Ishvara. The very definition of Upasana is what? Saguna Brahma Vishayaka Manasa Vyapara. So Saguna Brahma called Ishvara, that alone is Upasya. Now Ishvara is not there. Then what is there? Jiva, Jiva, Jiva. And therefore what? Upasya Abhava Prasangaha. Ishvarasya Abhavat, Ishvarasya Upasyatvat, Upasya Bhava Prasangaha. There will be a situation of nothing to be, no one to be meditated on. People will say, oh, once upon a time Ishvara was there, but abhi to nahi hai. So then gone. Now he has become Jiva only. So Upasya Abhava. ठीक है, छोड़ दो. So Upasya Abhava Prasangaha iti. In this manner, Upasana Vakyani Nishphalani Syuhu. So that is, here it is accurate expression. The Karmani Nishphalani Syuhu means the Karma Vakyani. Similarly, Upasana Vakyani Nishphalani Syuhu. The sentences presenting Upasana will be useless. Why? Because Upasya is not there. How Upasana can be done? Alright. Not only that, if Ishvara is not there, then another problem will come. What? Apicha, moreover, Karma Phala Dhatuhu Ishvarasya Abhavat Karmanushthanam api Nishphalam Syat. Since Brahma, which is Ishvara, is Karma Phala Data, is the giver of the result of karma, and that Karma Phala Data Rupa Ishvara is not there. Abhavat Karmanushthanam api Nishphalam Syat. The performance of action will be without result. Why? Because there is no giver of the result. Many times, main office is closed. Therefore, you don't get the material. So similarly, the karma phala data is not there now. Then what? Nishphala, the karma anushthan you do, but phalam will not come. Then somebody said, no. This karma you do, result will come automatic, inbuilt. For that he says, karma tirikta ishvara nasti, swatantram karma eva phalam dadati iti, mimamsakoktihi api na yujyate. That is the argument of Mimamsaka. He said, why do you need Ishvara? He said, Karma tirikta Ishvara nasti. Other than karma, there is no Ishvara. Swatantram karma eva phalam dadati. Karma alone gives the result independently. This discussion comes in Brahma Sutra also. So, they said that if modern people will think like this. He said, why do we need Ishvara? You are doing action, and action has got the capacity to give the result. You will get the result. How nowadays so many things are happening automatically. You put money, you transfer money automatically. This recharge comes. You don't have to call some people. Old days we used to call and charge. Recharge calling was there. So you used to call people. Now he's not there. Earlier, we used to call the charge person. Recharge person will call and then he will do it. Okay, correct. But now we don't have to do. So how automatically happens? So similarly, automatically karma will give result. That is what Mimamsaka thinks. And this idea is given in Upadesha Saram. Karturagdaya prapyate palam karma kimbaram karma tajjadam. So Siddhanti says, no. Nahi jadasya karmanaha phaladhatrutva samarthyam ghatate. So Mimamsa ukti na yujyate. Why? Jadatvat karmanaha. Because karma is jadam. So Mimamsaka says karma itself will give the result. That is not proper. Why? Because karma is inert by itself. And nahi jadasya karmanaha, for the inert action, phaladhatrutva rupa samarthyam, the capacity of giving the result, na ghatate, is not possible. Whatever you say automatic, is there anything fully automatic? People say, no, there's washing machine, this is semi-automatic, fully automatic. Is there anything fully automatic? There is nothing fully automatic. Somewhere you have to switch on. Somewhere. In fact, it should not be fully automatic. Otherwise, you will in trouble, no? Service is fully automatic. Whenever it wants, it start. Sometimes you don't want also. Then this AI, sometimes it doesn't understand what we want to say. So we have to tell, no, this is not what I want. It will have its own logic to understand your question. It will have different answer. So karma cannot give result automatically. There should be some conscious being who is presiding over this karma and karma phala. And therefore, ataha sarvagnadeva ishvarat karma phala siddhihi vachya. Therefore, the accomplishment of the result of karma should be mentioned, should be accepted from sarvagnadeva ishvarat, from the all-knowing Ishvara alone. In Brahma Sutra, there is a sutra, phalam ataha upapattehe. Ataha Ishvarat phalam. Why? Upapattehe. Because that alone is tenable. All other arguments you give will not stand scrutiny. Ataha Ishvarat upapattehe. Alright. Tasmat jiva paramatmanoho ekatvam na yujyate. Therefore, what means? Jiva Brahma Ekya, if you accept, then two options are there. Either Brahma is merged into Jiva, Jiva is merged into Brahma. Either way, there will be a problem. If Jiva is merged into Brahma, Jiva is not there, Adhikari is not there, Karma Vidhanam, Upasana Vidhanam not possible. If Ishvara is merging into Jiva, then Ishvara is not there, Upasya is not there, Karma Phala Data is not there. Therefore, Karma Anushthanam will not be there. So, person does karma, but result will not come. Sometimes it happens, you do karma and proper recording person is not there, so salary will not come. So he said, na yujyate. So karma will be useless, upasana will be useless, their prescription will be useless. And therefore what? Jiva paramatmanoho ekatvam na yujyate. Who is saying? Purvapakshi is saying. Or Shishya is saying. Let us not say Purvapakshi, Shishya is saying. Ayam cha pramanagata samshayaha. And this is the doubt related to pramana. Why is it called pramanagata samshaya? Because it is related to Shruti pramana. It is related to based on the presentation in Shruti pramana. So earlier was Shrutya. Therefore the title is what? Shrutya, Jiva Brahma Veda Shanka and Karmopasana Vidhi Balacha. Shrutarthapatti. So one is the direct Virodha. Shruti herself is telling there are Jiva and Ishvara, two different birds, and other is Shrutarthapatti. Jiveshvara Bheda Bhave Anupapadyamanaha Karmopasana Vidhihi Jiva Brahmano Bhedam Sadhayati. Jiva Brahmano ho Abhede Anupapadyamanaha. Karma upasana vidhi jiva brahmanaha bhedam sadhayati. That is arthapatti. This is a particular format in that moment. Okay. Ayam cha pramanagata samshayaha. This is pramanagata samshaya. See, the Shishya himself, this we are studying what Shishya's understanding. The Shishya has got very, this detailed understanding. That pramanagata samshaya is there, pramegata samshaya. Both are there. Then, Guru is not like perturbed, oh my God, Shishya asked very profound question. So, bole ke, I know, abhi to bahut garmi ho gaya. So, there is so much heat. So, we'll see in winter. That is not done. In Kashi, that some people, they go to learn to the scholars, Nyaya, and they don't want to teach sometimes. So, then bole, कि एक तो ये काशी की गर्मी है और दूसरी तर्क की गर्मी, बहुत गर्मी हो जाएगा. Means there is a heat of Kashi. Kashi is very hot. Banaras is very hot. And he said Tarka also is very hot. Means so much heat is generated in Tarka. Tadavachinna. So it's a heat generating study. So he said one is Tarka heat and there is a Kashi. बोले कि अब winter में पड़ेगा. So 4 महीना का vacation, 4 month postponement. Anyway, so that is not done by the teacher. He immediately gives the answer. So 172 to 185, this Samadhanam, the answer is given. Swarupa Bhedat Jiva Brahmanoho Ekya Asangatihi Iti Shankayaha Samadhanam. Samadhanam means answer. Answer to the doubt. What is the doubt? Swarupa Bhedat Jiva Brahmanoho Ekya Sangatihi. Asangati means untenability. Untenability of oneness between Jiva and Brahma because of the difference in their nature. This is a doubt. This is a paraphrasing of 170. So, Swarupa Bhedat Jiva Brahmano Ekya Asangatam, for that particular doubt, answer is given. So, 170 is answered by 172 to 185. Question is in the Taranga number 170, answer is going to be from 170 to 185. And this is in a way Mahavakya Vichara. Jiva Brahma Ekya Vichara is otherwise called Mahavakya Vichara, is done here. And for giving the answer, the Granthakara Nishal Dasji is taking the help of the subject matter discussed in the Panchadashi. In the 6th chapter, the Chitradeepa Prakarana, there is a particular example of Akasha, where Akasha is divided into 4 types. We thought only one Akasha. 4 types of Akasha. And similarly 4 types of consciousness. And then after describing that, the fundamental oneness between the Jiva and Ishvara will be presented. So that is how it is going to be the development. Okay. So what is said here? Akashasya iva chaitanyasya api chaturvidaha bhedaha. Like that of space, even for consciousness, chaturvidaha, 4 types of bheda. Bheda means division. So we may wonder, see, we are supposed to be understanding was oneness. For explaining oneness, the division is presented. It is not something improper. See, you want to clean your body. For cleaning your body, do you put soap or not? You put nowadays soap, otherwise earlier mitti only. They used to put clay. So clay is supposed to be dirt. It is not something pure. So clay is something which is dirty. But clay you put for what? Removing the dirt. So here also the division of consciousness is presented to reveal what? Fundamentally, there is only one consciousness. Then why are you dividing into 4? To explain our experience. To explain the experience of division, that I am a Jiva, Ishvara is very powerful, I am very Alpagna, I am Karta, Bhokta, whatever this Shishya told, I am a Karta, Bhokta, I am having duality, sense of duality, and I have got this Jignasa, I have got Ajnanam, Brahma ko to kuch hai nahi, Brahman doesn't have anything. So this type of experience we have, experience of the difference between Jiva and Ishvara, that needs to be accounted for. We cannot say that is your delusion. It's just your figment of your imagination. Kuch bhed hai nahi. There is no difference at all. This is called, that Kevala Brahmanishta's teaching is like that. One who is only Brahmanishta, not having the methodology of communication, to him you go and ask, Swamiji, how I can be one with Ishvara? He will say, Kuch bhi bhed nahi hai. No difference. You are Brahman, Ishvara also Brahman. Brahman alone is there. Nothing else is there. Just you get rid of the idea of division. That is how we will tell. Forget about this difference. Why are you holding on to difference? Difference, because of that only you are in samsara. When will you get out of this? So this fellow comes out with some complex. बोलेगा मैं कुछ समझता नहीं. So he will come out with complex. So therefore, that is not the ideal way of teaching. Real teaching, yes, there is a difference. How difference is experienced by you because of this reason. And then the person is taken to this, the ultimate truth, where only oneness is there. So that is why Guru is making this division. So we should not be afraid of listening to the division, because we are pakka Advaiti, no? So we don't like to Veda nahi chahiye, Abheda chahiye, Abheda. So to arrive at Abheda, Veda is talked about. We'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari